weight.
Crickets. Crickets. Why did the egg sink? Hello? Did everybody flee the fucking coop?
I just told you it has weight. So does most things. It has mass.
So the egg does not have any density at all. Yes or no? Does the egg have density? Yes or no?
Yes, the egg has density. Yes, we all know where you're going with this comment. Are you still wrong?
Okay.
Yes, you're still fucking wrong.
Okay, I just claim I'm wrong without any fucking evidence. Okay, so the egg has density. Does the water have density? Yes or no? Yes or no? I don't care about your fucking hillbilly fucking shit, bud. Shut up. Answer my question. Does the water have density? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so we can both agree that the egg and the water has density, correct?
Correct.
So does the egg have more density than what's in the cup, than the water that's in the cup? Yes or no?
Correct.
So does the egg have more density than what's in the cup? No, that's not my fucking question. Does the egg have more density than the water that's in the cup? Yes or no?
Are we talking about the whole cup or just?
Guys, come on.
Wait. Are we talking about? I want a clarification.
Are
you talking about the whole cup?
Come on.
Or are you talking about the space in which the egg maintains?
Yes, that's what I said. In the cup, the water that's in the cup.
You didn't hear it.
The egg have more density than the water that's in the cup.
Pay attention.
That's not my name, but
yes, it is now.
Yeah, it's not.
Now,
okay, well, just because you claim somebody's a fucknut doesn't fucking prove you're fucking.
Are you referring to the water in the glass or the water that the egg displaces? Which one are you referring to?
Water in the glass, like I stated.
Okay, so you're not referring to the space in which the egg takes up.
No,
is that correct?
He's going the same road with this argument that Riley does.
Yeah, no. Which is why he's wrong, and he doesn't realize why he's wrong.
I don't even know who fucking Riley is. I don't even know who Riley is. So.
That's because you're a retard that doesn't understand what you're doing is simple freaking.
Oh, okay, so I don't know who Riley is, and that makes me a fucking retard.
There's an actual 6-year-old kid on YouTube that shows you how stupid you are.
Yes,
that's
utilizing.
Yeah, I'm stupid because I don't know who Riley is. Well,
no, you're stupid because you think an egg experience proves anything.
Okay, answer my fucking question. That you refuse to fucking answer.
You're still not understanding. The egg takes up a space. Does the egg take up a space? Does the egg take up a space? Does your egg display water?
Displace water?
Displace water, yes. Does it displace the water? Does it push it away from it, right?
The egg travels through the medium of water.
That's not an answer.
That's a simple answer. Yes. The egg is traveling through the medium of water.
Does it displace
I can't dumb it down for you any further than that, bud.
I've just literally dumbed it down for you. Does the water does the egg water that the egg displaced is different than the specific gravity of the egg? Correct?
Now, why are you using specific gravity instead of relative density?
Because it's the same thing. You don't like hearing it.
It's the same thing, only they got to have that little fucking magical fairy tale word gravity in there just to make you think that fucking gravity is still part of the fucking relative density.
It's not that it's specific gravity, and it's also called relative density. They are synonymous. So I'm using a term you don't like.
Exactly.
So the specific gravity of the egg is different than the specific gravity of the space that the egg takes up. Do you disagree with that comment? Do you disagree with that?
What?
Do you disagree that the egg, or let's just say the density of the egg and the density of the water that the egg takes up are different? Is that correct?
Obviously, yes.
Okay, that's why it sank.
Okay, why did it rise?
because you equalized that density. The density of the water that the egg would take up.
Thank you.
You still don't get it, do you?
No, you're the one that don't get it. It's
you still don't get
density. Because the object will either rise or sink through the medium and
listening. If you took the volume of water to which the egg takes up, if you took that exact same volume of salt water and put that into a glass of regular water, what will happen to that water? That's what I thought. You don't fucking understand.
I'm not quite following what you said.
I know you don't. If you were somehow able to contain, just for shits and giggles, this is an experiment, an egg-shaped portion of water, right? The part that egg took up, and put it inside the regular glass of water.
So you're saying first I have a glass of water, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, not sure. Yes or no?
Yes, I said yes.
I have a glass of water. Yes, water,
yeah, no
egg bubble water in it, right?
Correct.
I'm trying to visualize what you're throwing out here at me.
That's okay. Keep thinking.
Okay. Okay, so I have a glass of water.
Yes.
Is the glass of water filled half full or?
Yes. Same as the other glass of water that you started at before putting salt in it. Same scenario.
Yeah. Egg bubble water in it, right? Now.
Correct.
You want me to do? I'm trying to visualize.
I want you to imagine taking your egg in the salt water, right? You know how the egg displaced and be able to transfer that in a all together, meaning that if you put it in something else, it doesn't dissipate, kind of thing. If you were able to basically put an egg of salt water into a plain glass of water, what do you think will happen to that egg of salt water? Salt and water.
Okay. Well, yeah, it would sink, wouldn't it?
You tell me. I'm asking you.
Well, I'm pretty sure it would sink.
Okay.
Doesn't salt sink?
No, we're not talking about it literally diffusing. We're just talking about it's already pre-mixed. It's salt water. You can't distinguish the salt from the water. An egg shape. Now, if you hold on, there's more. If you take that same thing, if you take that same egg ball water thing, right, the salt water ball, and then you put it into a glass of salt water, what will happen to that egg?
I don't know.
If you know it will, if you have a reasonable expectation that it's going to sink in the plain water, what will it do in a medium of the same density as itself? Why would it sink?
Why would it sink?
Yes.
Because the salt is more dense than the water.
You're not listening. It's not an egg of salt. It's an egg of salt water.
Okay, yes, I know.
Of equal density. So you have two objects of equal density.
Yes.
Separated. It's homogeneous.
It's a solution.
It's thoroughly emulsified.
No, not emulsified.
No,
solution.
Tired.
Salt is in solution. This is why they told you the sun is a ball of gas and fire.
I know.
It's to try to give you a way that you can understand things.
And I'm a ball of gas and fire.
No,
it's
a very basic understanding.
Cool.
It's the same thing as saying a diesel engine and a gasoline engine are both engines. They're the same damn thing, but they don't work.
And it's not a ball of gas and fire.
It's a.
Did you just ask that? For real?
He did.
Yeah, I did.
He's already said this before.
You guys first claimed that it was, and then you didn't. Then you claimed that it wasn't.
If you
now
have
you claimed
a 5 year,
I asked again, and now you claimed it wasn't. Ad hominem projection.
No,
he's not talking about you. He wasn't specifically talking about you. So if the shoe fit, dude, you're wearing it.
Yeah, that's cute. Cute story.
This would be like telling my daughter at 5 years old that the stove is hot. Don't touch it. Do I need to explain to her why a fucking electric stove gets hot?
So was my science book wrong?
You've
Whenever-
already made this
whenever it's
claim.
said-
We're still
Go
waiting
wrong.
for the science book.
Yeah.
You can pick any fucking science book you want, brother.
Chances
I
are
don't
the
think
science
you want
book
me to
was
do
right.
that.
You just interpreted it wrong.
Yeah, by the way, none of those
Yeah.
science books say Bible on the front of them.
So you're an atheist.
And you can't just pick any book you want, any science book you want. If you want to pick the science book that was written for the 3rd grader, that's one thing. If you want to get the one that's written for the 10th grader, that's something else.
Have we
Okay,
made
let's-
it to
let's-
the
let's-
third
let's-
Let's
grade
Let's pick the
math
3rd grade
or
science book.
physics
What does
or
the 3rd
anything
grade
yet?
science book claim that the sun
According
is?
to you, it claims that the sun
Huh?
is a
No.
ball of gas with
Yeah,
fire.
but since you guys claim that I'm fucking wrong and don't have a clue, I want to know what your fucking claim is that a 3rd grade science book claims.
You can't even.
Go. What does a 3rd grade science book claim?
Are you Scotty Stone?
Hold on.
You're
Give me
telling us
one
told us
second.
what it said. You said it's a ball of gas and fire.
But you
That's
said I
the
was
definition
wrong.
you would
So
put
now
in-
I'm
that's the
asking for
definition you would put in the 3rd
your
grade science
opinion on what a 3rd grade science book claims.
Didn't
And
you
yet
say it
you
was
can't
4th grade?
fucking answer.
What,
That tells
what
me
do
a
you mean
lot.
my opinion of what it claims? You told us what
Yes.
it claims.
Yeah.
It's
And then you said I was wrong. So you more or less said that the 3rd grade science book was wrong.
can any of you guys get through to this guy? I guess not.
No, if he's
Can any of
if he's
you
for
answer my
real,
fucking
there's
question?
It's
What
just
is-
much no hope.
You've
What
not
does the 3rd
answered.
grade science book say?
I don't know, and
That's
I
the fact.
don't care. But the
I know. I don't know and I don't care.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's
Apathy.
not. It doesn't really
Apathy.
register on my give a shit meter. Neither does your
Yeah,
lack of
yeah.
education either, to be honest.
You're
Um,
confusing education with intelligence already, my friend.
I'm sorry. Are you intelligent in what field? Please tell me on what you would consider intelligence. Then tell me a field where you are knowledgeable and can apply intelligence to it.
Reality.
Okay,
That's
reality. Can you tell us what do we determine to be the fabric of reality? What is the smallest entity that we can actually granularly break something down to determine what is reality? And what do we find there?
for real.
Yeah, that's all you fucking want.
Are you-
Wait, what, bro?
Please,
What-
please
is
be
this
a
happening?
troll.
Entity. Reality.
You're being
I want you
you're
to-
either being silly
Yes.
or you do have like mental
I want you to dumb
deficiencies.
down your fucking word salad bullshit for me as best as you can. Dumb it down for me. Layman's turn. Come on. Do it. Go. I'm waiting. All I hear is fucking crickets. Go. Dumb it down for me.
We're not here to educate you. You were saying that you were intelligent.
Yeah, you're just here to regurgitate.
No.
You can't even
No,
fucking
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
even answer my question.
My specialist subject and what I would consider myself to be a professional at is emerging technologies, augmented. You roboted there.
Reality.
Well, I asked you a question about reality.
So nothing.
Yeah, and I couldn't grasp it because you had word salad using words like entity.
Tell me
with
some.
reality.
Okay. I'll
I
tell you
want
something.
you to dumb that fucking
Okay.
shit
No.
down
Okay.
for me.
Okay. I'll
Since
do
you're
it a
so
better way.
fucking
Yep.
intelligent,
Yeah. I'll do it a
do
better
it.
way. Yeah.
Dumb
do
it
it.
down for me.
Yeah.
No, dumb
Got
it down for
it.
me.
Got it for you.
Dumb it
So
down for me.
impress
Oh,
me.
Wiseman.
Impress me with either your intellect or your knowledge. Go.
Okay, I can't feel the earth moving. Therefore, it's not moving.
It looks flat, so it is flat. Anything?
Water can't fucking contour itself around a spinning rock.
So wait a minute. You could
Demonstrate
call
water
that. You could
contouring
call
around
that.
a
Wait a
spinning
minute.
rock.
Wait a
I might
minute.
believe
Wait a
your
minute.
heliocentric
You
bullshit
could
religion,
call
brother.
that. You
But
could
you
call that
can't.
list Sally if you want. It doesn't
But
fucking
you
matter what
can't.
you call it. It's that list.
Vacuum static container.
I've got it.
You can't demonstrate fucking water contouring around a spinning rock.
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
We've flown
the
away from
Earth.
it. Wait a minute. Do
Okay?
you
Demonstrate
understand
it.
what you are asking there? I asked you this at the
Yes, I
start.
understand exactly what
Brilliant.
the fuck I'm
What
asking.
would I have to do to demonstrate that to you? What are the magnitudes or the variables that are involved in me demonstrating that to you?
Okay, so
A
my
rock.
phone
Spin a
crashed.
rock,
You guys hear me now?
pour water on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rock and spin it.
Yep, we
You
can.
can't do
Right.
it.
Pour water on a rock and spin it. Right. What would make the water
Yep.
stick to that rock? And how big is this rock?
The water. What?
What is the
You
size of
said-
the rock that you've
I
tried?
want to see you do this. 'Cause,
What is the
Dan, I just
size
might
of
believe
the
your
rock
heliocentric religion
that
if
you
you
have
show me
tried?
that you can demonstrate.
What is the
You just claim that
size
you
of
can do
the
it,
rock
and yet you
that
have
you
nothing.
have? Yes, we can. What is the
You have
rock?
nothing.
What size of the rock have you? What size of rock have you tried? Go for it.
Any fucking size.
Right. Does it not matter the size then? It's just any size. Any size, so tiny little pebble, a medium-sized house brick. You know what? What are we talking about here? Go for it.
Sure, a medium-sized house brick rock.
Right, and you want water to stick to that. Why would it?
It can't. So
No,
it
no.
won't.
I'm saying you're saying demonstrate with.
Oh my fucking god! Double speaking motherfucker.
No.
You just claimed that you
No,
could do
you're
it, and now
strawman. You're
saying,
Right. No.
strawmanning
Wait a
the
minute.
argument.
Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
believe it.
Wait a minute. Go on.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
I'm done.
wait a minute. Are you ready? If we increase
Yeah.
that brick
Yeah, I'm ready for some more
to
double
the
speak.
size of a planet, and then made sure, damn well sure, we were nowhere near this planet, then yes, we will be able to demonstrate that. But all we've got currently is we can
But all
fly.
you have is your
We can
dedication
fly away
and
from
claims
this
that
planet.
fucking- and
We can fly away from
coincide
this
with
planet.
reality. Cool.
We can fly away from
So
this
let's just
planet
believe.
and look back. How cool is
They claim that we'll blindly believe and accept it.
Who's
Hell
we?
yeah.
You deal in
Yeah,
reality.
you all that think that you fucking live on a spinning fucking rock.
Well,
And
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I want a rock with a diameter of about, with a radius actually of about, I'm going to say 4 million meters, but I need the experiment conducted at least 500,000 miles away from Earth. And then I'd be able to show you that.
Just provide that
Yeah.
for us, and we'll be glad to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, provide this
So-
bullshit fucking experiment that no one can do, but
Have you
you stop.
fundamentally what you're asking for is, can we demonstrate mass attracting mass? Is that correct?
is that what gravity is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so our
Are
heliocentric
planets made of
model.
mass?
No, our
Are your
planet's made
heliocentric
of
planets made of mass? Yes or no?
yes.
So
They,
why ain't the
they are
planets
made of
crashed into each other?
they are made of elements, and all those elements added up have a mass. That mass is
Okay.
what it. Yes, correct.
And these alleged other planets are made of mass, correct?
Correct. Well, they're made of matter that has mass.
Okay, where's your mass attracting mass?
Oh, tides.
Huh?
Tides.
Where? What is it?
Tides. Ocean
Tides in the
tides.
ocean.
Tides. No, why ain't the planets crashing into each other?
What,
That's
Why
mass
would they?
attracting mass.
Do you
There is-
Because
understand?
that's your little thing.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, stop. You wait a minute, you are scattergunning. Let's deal with one question at a time. Why are the planets not crashing into each other? That's because the ecliptic planes and all affect each other, but they're not going to collide. Certainly not in our lifetime, anyway. That I can be sure of.
That's cute. Well, that's a cute claim.
Well, no, it isn't. That's our model. That's not a claim. That's our model. Do you want to demonstrate something
Yeah,
else?
that's your contradiction to
Then
your
what
model.
is your
Contradiction yet?
No,
Oh,
he
they are
just
making
told
it.
you.
You're
No,
making it
you
too.
got fucking most easiest
I don't know that
contradiction
we-
to your fucking
So
religion.
wait a minute. Look,
that I fucking
before my phone decided to be
dumbed down
stupid a
for
minute
you.
ago,
I'm not sure that we can
I
get
wait a
did
minute.
find
Oh,
the Dora the Explorer third grade science lesson on the sun. It's on YouTube. It's lesson number 5.
Sorry, I've got a brilliant example for this guy here, and it's a fantastic example of gravity. You've got a mobile phone. You've got a mobile phone, correct?
Correct.
I'll do different user interfaces when you rotate your phone based on what app you're running. Now, gravity. It's done on multiple planes. You can have 2 or 3 axis accelerometers. Now,
So it don't.
Now
So it
it's a,
doesn't
wait a minute,
detect
wait a minute.
relative
MEMS,
density,
let me
it
finish.
detects
Let me finish.
gravity,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Well,
Let me finish.
you're
Let me finish. Let me
regurgitating
finish.
the word
Let me
gravity
finish.
just
Let me finish.
no.
Let me finish.
Why?
Let me finish.
Why finish?
So
You're
a
regurgitating-
MEMS. I'm going to tell you what it is so that you can
regurgitating
adequately
the word
argue.
gravity instead of relative density.
Right. So
You know,
inside a
you did the
MEMS.
exact same thing
Okay.
you fucking
Well,
what Google
let me know
did,
when.
brother.
Let me know when you're done.
You go to Google relative density and then it says specific gravity. Why is it called? Why did they use the word gravity? To make you think that the fucking the theory of gravity has still got something to do with fucking relative density.
Right, and guess what?
Yet you're too
I
dumb
went.
to fuck down to fucking realize
I
this.
went to the grocery store. I bought a Mars bar and 2 MEMS accelerometer
You
uses
can go ahead and say it. I'm not going to
plates.
listen because you keep regurgitate the word gravity.
I'm not-
Motherfucker, stop being triggered by a word.
Yeah.
Good lord,
It's a
man.
fairy tale, bud.
So,
Guys,
It's
do you
a
knock on the
fucking
know?
door
fairy
if
tale.
Wait a minute.
video
Wait a minute.
is
Theoretical math
Do you
equation.
know how
That's all
a
it is.
MEMS
You
accelerometer
can't fucking prove
works?
it. You can actually
Do
disprove
you
the fucking
know
shit.
how a
But you're
MEMS
too fucking dumb the fuck down to
accelerometer
realize
works?
this.
Do you
There's no
know
point.
how a
There's
MEMS
no point.
accelerometer
Guys, I
works?
can't allow that to continue. You gotta stop that now.
Oh, Q, by the way, I'm streaming as well if you needed to get off. But,
I'm
all
totally
right, no,
available.
don't matter. It's just that you said you were leaving, so I just put it on the off
Yeah,
chance
because
that
I
you
thought I had
buggered
to
off.
all of a sudden. But
Okay.
now I was good. Ow, my cat's got my by the
8-hour
hand.
super stream on Q's.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna go that long. I'll go for a little bit longer. I don't know if you guys are ever gonna actually get to a point, but
Oh,
would you like to
no,
We won't.
yeah, yeah.
because-
So
we
I
won't
just
because
want
they
to.
just
Oh my
regurgitate
god.
instead of think.
I can tell
So,
you right
do you
now,
know
nothing-
what a
Learn how to
MEMS?
fucking think, and we might
Okay.
get somewhere.
Okay. Do you know what a
Learn how to
MEMS?
think, and we might
Okay.
get somewhere, buddy.
Okay. Do you
He's
know
not
what
gonna-
a
he's not gonna-
MEMS? Do you know what a MEMS accelerometer is, or how it works? Yes or no?
Negative.
Right. What it does is it's
I'm
an.
sure you're going to enlighten me with your bullshit fucking
somebody
Google
give him
shit,
a
though.
list of all
Go
the
ahead.
things discovered.
It's not
He has
like
no
I'm going to
idea.
pay attention whenever. As soon as you say the word gravity, I just.
Do you
So
mind
it's
telling
only 15 minutes till Spurs, guys. So I guess I'll
You
go
wanted to know how the
then.
freaking globe model works.
Sure, this
Our
time.
globe model says
The
that
globe
gravity is
model
a thing.
cannot work.
He's trying. Hey, shut up for a freaking second. You got to talk. I haven't.
Exactly.
You're wanting to know what the hell the globe model says. He's trying to explain it to you. Gravity is going to be said in that. So if you would shut up a second and let him finish, you will understand.
So use a theoretical mathematical equation.
Shut the fuck
to
up.
This
your
is
fucking religion.
this. So this you could prove fucking flat Earth
Go
and the
ahead and
lack of
finish.
gravity if you understand what I'm saying. You could do this. So an accelerometer, especially a MEMS one, is an enclosed chip that has capacity plates in it that will always somehow be attracted to the center of the planet. Do you know what confirmation bias is of Dunning-Kruger? It's you.
Can I ask a question? What do you do for a living?
That proves why he failed third grade science.
What
What
is
do I
it you
do for a living?
Yeah.
I'm a
You're not-
roofing contractor.
Oh boy.
Okay.
How is that relevant to fucking science? How is that relevant to fucking
Oh my God, I really hope you don't
Well,
build
you
my
know, the
house.
last roofing contractor I spoke
It should
to,
be
I
illegal
was
for you to
appendix
build
too.
like do anything with the
It
construction.
really isn't relevant, and that was my point. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Q, by the way,
So
check out
once
my
again,
stream,
you guys
Q.
think that education means intelligence.
I can't
You think
really.
that-
Everything is
You
on my
think that
computer, dude.
that
Right,
regurgitating
balls.
You're
doctrine-
indoctrinated into your own beliefs.
What's the difference between blindly accepting the Holy Bible and blindly accepting the science book, in which we all did? What's the
No.
difference?
I don't blindly
There
accept
is no
science. I
fucking
test
difference,
it every
is there?
day. It's part of my
That's why
fucking
it's
job.
a fucking religion. It's a
No, it's
religion.
not.
Whether you fucking see it or not, it's a
I hear
religion.
Hovend in that.
No.
Yeah.
I hear Hovend. Did anyone else hear Hovend?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
It is not a religion. Any Christian will tell you, number one, any rational Christian will tell you that the Earth is a globe. Number one.
There's no
Number
such thing as
two,
a fucking
they will shut the
heliocentric
hell up for a
Christian,
fucking second. God
The
damn
Bible
it!
has 120. I'll fucking name some. I'll
Shut
give
the
them
hell
right
up for a
now.
goddamn
You can't-
second!
Is that
Are
Nathan
you a
Tom?
Christian?
Jesus
Are you
fucking
a Christian?
Christ!
I think this
Are
is
you a
flat Earth
Christian,
data.
nobody? Are you a Christian?
Oh my
Yes or
freaking
no?
God!
The guy that said GD, are you a Christian?
You know what? That's irrelevant
Yes or
right now.
no?
Reach through the phone and choke
Do
this
it.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's
Dean, what the hell channel are you streaming on?
Fucking idiot thinks he
I
can reach
apologize,
through a
channel.
phone.
I should not have done that. I apologize, channel. To you. My bad.
You can
I
do
apologize.
that.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a question.
irrelevant.
It's a yes or no
It's
question. that you
irrelevant.
refuse
I'm
to
answering
answer.
your question. It's irrelevant.
It's a yes or no question that you refuse to answer.
It's
and I know
it's a red herring. It doesn't
why
matter.
won't you Oh, for fuck.
You're
Kid
gonna let-
Christians know
Yes,
that the
you're gonna
fucking Earth
let
is a
such a
spinning rock.
Christian-
It's a false claim.
Well, let him finish making it. And
Number one, I was a former youth pastor. Secondly,
Okay.
secondly, any Christian will tell you that is rational will tell you, number one, don't freaking interrupt me. Number one, that the earth is a globe. Number two, the Bible does not say that the earth is flat. It is quiet on the shape of the earth. So your BS about it being a religion is false. Because
Okay.
any Christian will tell you that the belief in God is based on faith, and belief in science is based on evidence. Every Christian that I have talked to has said those words. You are conflating that to what's the word, to conflate your BS about how science is religion when that's not the case, because it's based on evidence. It's based on observation. Christianity is based on faith. Any pastor will tell you that.
I retract my statement. Pseudoscience is a religion.
That didn't make any sense at all.
I was just going to say that made no effing sense.
Okay. To debunk your claim about Christians know that it's a spinning ball, I have a few verses here from the Christian Bible, King James Version.
You want to use King James? How accurate is that translation?
Yeah.
How accurate is your fucking pseudoscience book?
That's not an answer, is it?
Did you see them right?
Okay. Okay.
It's you know why it's called the King James Bible?
Psalm 93:1. The world is established, firm and secure. Where's this? How do you get a spinning ball out of that?
Did you just say firm and secure?
How'd you get flat out of that?
Yeah.
How do you get a spinning ball out of that?
How do you
the world is established, firm and secure. Okay, that's just
secure.
one.
How? What's the rest of the context?
That was Psalm 93:1.
Yeah, that's not
a firm and secure.
That's all I have. What's the content?
What does that? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything.
That means it's fucking stationary, don't you think?
No, it doesn't.
No, that does not mean that. That is not what it's saying.
Okay, let's try another one, shall we? Psalm 104:5. He set the earth on its foundations. It can never be moved.
You ever heard
Let me guess, that means a spinning rock, right?
You ever heard of poetic language?
It can never be moved means spinning rock, right? Cool. Okay.
Where does that say flat still?
Exactly.
Oh my fucking God. Fuck.
Wrong.
How do you get a spinning rock out
which
of
version?
It can
which
never
version
be
of the
moved.
King James are you? Which version of the King James are you looking at? Because there's, it's been updated 18 times that I know of.
This Bible is from, let's see, 1986.
That was Psalms
So
what?
1986.
Psalms what?
Psalm 104:5. He set the earth on its foundation. It can never be moved. There's another one in Psalm 75:3. When the earth and all its people quake, it is I who holds its pillars firm. How are you going to get pillars on a spinning rock? Define pillars on a spinning rock.
Do you have any evidence?
Sure.
Do you have any evidence to support that the claims that you're making right now are actually true and not made up fables and
I'm
stories?
demonstrating how easy it is to believe a book like you all did.
I'm saying, how do I verify that book?
There's no difference in believing one book over another.
Except I can test scientific
it's all blind
assertions.
faith, brother. This is all blind faith.
I can test scientific assertions. How do I test that book?
Yeah.
So is your mechanic using blind faith to fix their engines or compressors when they break down on a job site?
We're talking about the fucking globe Earth and flat Earth, and then you want to throw in mechanic. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, yeah,
That's
because I use science and
actually, hold on.
geometry and physics every day in what I do. So,
Matthias, which part are you referring to? Because you're quoting from the Old Testament, which is fine. I mean, if you want to go with that God route, he's the one that asked Abraham to sacrifice his own son. So is that the God that you're looking at, or are you looking at the one that's in the New Testament, which is the God that sent his only son to be put on a cross?
To tell you the truth, I don't really hold much faith in either book.
Well,
I'm simply demonstrating how there is no such thing as a heliocentric fucking Christian. because that book
But
simply states nothing about a fucking spinning rock in space.
I can read a comic book that says the Earth is flat. If I want to get something out of a book.
That's cute.
Well, I mean,
Have you actually read?
You're just reading books.
Have you
I can
actually
read a
read
lot
any
of
of the
books.
context? I've read those passages before a few times. Have you actually read any of the context of any of those passages?
Have I actually read the context?
Have you read the
I just
context in the passages?
I just read them.
Have you? No, I'm
the
saying
context is the one that's in red. That's next to the black letters. The red.
There is no red.
that's your issue right there.
I
Is you
think
read
he's asking
you
your exegesis and eisegesis on that particular passage.
that's your issue right there. You read that passage, you didn't look anything else in it, and you just made a dumbass conclusion based on that one passage. When everyone else is telling you you're an idiot.
Yeah, calling people an idiot, proof of their religion. Yeah.
I didn't say it was proof of religion. I'm saying that you reading a passage and taking it out of context and not actually reading the context
I'm taking
and passing
it
it off
context.
as it's saying that the earth is flat is idiotic.
Okay, then enlighten me what that means.
You know, it was you notice that it was a poetic context and it's not meant to be taken literally.
Yeah.
Same thing with Chronicles 16:30. Same thing with Psalm 93:1. Same thing with Psalm 96:1. All of those passages are meant to be taken in a poetic context and not literally. Every exegesis will tell you that. You are just taking it out of context for the sole purpose to say that it's flat.
And that's dumb. In the Bible that describes a heliocentric Earth?
The Bible is not a science book.
It's not my fucking question, is it?
That I just answered your question. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't say anything about flat Earth or geocentric. It doesn't say whether it is one or the other, because it's not a science book.
You are correct. It does not mention the words flat Earth. It gives
and we don't go by, and we don't take our science from the Bible.
Well,
Fletch, can I ask Matthias a couple of questions, because I'm actually
your
quite
science
interested
is not
in what
go ahead.
to begin with, brother.
Talk to this
you
dude.
guys let Dress get in here because Ranty's is going to start soon, and that's when I'm going to end.
All right, go ahead. Talk to this dude, bro.
I've just got a couple of questions, because I understand Christian theology pretty well. And you're talking about the four pillars, that the earth is built on. Do you know what those four pillars are?
Negative.
Okay,
Nobody
so
knows
pillar one is the teachings of the apostle, as reflected in what Paul wrote in Thessalonians. Pillar two is the fellowship of the church and the community that it builds. Pillar three is the breaking of bread to show that community. And pillar four is prayer. These are the things that God will hold solid upon this earth. Learn your fucking religion, mate.
I don't have a religion, brother.
Then why are you quoting the Bible if you don't understand it?
I done stated the answer to that question a while ago. I am simply demonstrating.
You're demonstrating by creating a false analogy, because I've just shown you why one of those conclusions.
Demonstrating that there is no such thing as a heliocentric Christian.
Have you ever heard of the Passion Translation?
You can't fucking read the Bible and claim a fucking ball.
Have you ever heard of that?
Sorry.
Well, this is the problem with religion in the Bible.
Okay, and here's another reason why you can't claim the Bible and believe a spinning ball Earth, because that spinning ball Earth came from what? A Big Bang explosion. Correct?
104.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
You're telling me that God is incapable.
Just answer my question, please.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Under Christian, because under creation we have the 7 days of creation. Yeah. Where is it said that God is not powerful enough to create a heliocentric model?
Boom.
Didn't the Bible say he created the heavens, which is what we know to be space and sky?
Yeah.
So yeah, he
no,
did.
The heavens is the firmament.
No, the firmament is the vault that ascends above it, the sky.
The sky
Do you want me
is
to
the
take you
heaven.
through the Hebrew to demonstrate this and make you look more of a prat than you are by misrepresenting a religion you don't understand?
You're reading the Bible and you're searching for quotes that might strengthen your argument that the Earth's flat. So you're gonna find patterns. You're gonna find these phrases like the four corners of Earth, and then you're gonna think in your head like, it's flat. It must be flat because it says
Yeah,
these
good
four
point,
corners.
BB.
Okay, guys, that's where I'm going to have this wrapped up because that was pretty sweet. Ranty is currently live. I shared the link in the chat at least once. I can share it in here. Chemo is supposedly going to explain things like gas pressure. What else did he say he was going to explain? I can't even remember.
He's going to explain gas pressure after
He's
he
got all the
completely
hot
denied
potatoes.
it the other week.
Yeah, he's got all the hot potatoes in a sack. He's going to take them out one by one. And it's probably going to be a pretty good laugh.
I'm looking forward to see if he talks about apparent forces and the fact that they don't affect anything. And then I'm hoping someone will ask him about centrifugal force.
Yeah, he was definitely posing an argument to Dell's pull nonsense. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap up. So thanks everyone for joining me. Does anyone have anything they want to announce that's coming up in their YouTube channel life or anything like that?
I will be doing my last late night stream for about 4 days because I'm moving into the new house that my indoctrination paid for. So we're going to do a long ass stream tonight, and then I'll be around, but I won't be doing a stream for a couple days because the old lady probably shoot me if I don't get moved.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I've got one thing. If you're going to bring up claims about shit, understand the shit you're bringing claims up about, because otherwise you just look really, really stupid. And I feel sorry for Matthias because you really did look stupid on this hangout, mate. I'm sorry.
That's your own cute little opinion, buddy.
It is my own cute little opinion, and I'm a cute little guy, so that's cool.
No, you're not, Dross. That's absolute bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
I just want to thank Matthias for
Beauty is in
joining
the eye
us
of the
because he's
beholder.
new. He's been new to the channel, and I thank you very much for joining us. I hope you'll come back someday when I live stream again, and we can continue these conversations and maybe reach a consensus. I'm going to drop out of this call, and thank you all for joining me today.
Take care.
Yep. Thanks, Q.
Thank you.
All hail Q.
All hail Q.
All hell yeah.
So, Blue, I think we have our content for tonight.
I would think so.
Yeah. It shall be interesting.
I jumped in at like the last 15-20 minutes, so I missed a lot of this chat, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
I had a lovely analogy for, the spinning ball gravity kind of thing and sticking to it and stuff. And the analogy I was thinking of when I was riding home
Demon.
was quite simple. If you're at a concert and you've got a spotlight shone on you, yeah, and I've got one of those dinky little toy torches and I shine it at you, are you going to see that little tiny torch when a big fucking spotlight is shining at you? That's the difference in power between the gravity of the Earth and the gravity of a brick.
Yep.
Trying to prove the flat Earth is like trying to bite your own teeth.
And the other question I was interested in is
trying to talk common sense into a fucking ball tart is like trying to smell the color 9.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
what drugs are you on?
Why do helium balloons fall to the ground in a vacuum chamber?
And I just want to point out that in a
The
unitized
helium balloon does
pallet-based
not fall to the fucking ground. It expands, buddy.
Wait a minute.
No, they fall to the ground in a
vacuum chamber.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I just want to
At
be
the same
nerdish.
rate.
In a vacuum, it will fall to the ground, but that's
As long as the
done.
material holding the gas in is strong enough to maintain the pressure. So
The video I seen, the balloon expanded.
It will expand.
Until it
Yeah,
popped.
that's right.
It never did fall.
But if
Yes,
you've got a
we'll
strong
show
enough
you one
balloon,
where it does.
But that's
If
different
you-
because
yeah.
he's removing the air pressure in the room. If it's already in a vacuum and you bring it, you got like a balloon and a hammer, for example, and it's filled with helium, it'll fall at the same rate, will it not?
Yeah.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
been
There we go, Blue.
Yes,
we got to
that-
build us a giant vacuum chamber now.
So did Spurs have any
Already
point with
did that.
his?
They're
It's
doing
not
another
falling behind the horizon with Red's video that someone's written all over. Or have
Oh,
they cut more
yes.
frames? Or have they cut more frames out of that video? And why didn't someone pick him up when he said, "Oh, well, they only cut a frame out"? Someone sort of said, "No, they cut 11 out."
Yeah, they cut 11 frames out of Red's video.
Yeah, yeah. And he said, "Oh, well, they took a frame out of the video." So, and he made that as a point. He slipped it by quickly. I mean, the devious little shit that he is.
Wait a minute, guys. Can anybody look at my live stream and just marvel at how lovely that frame looks, please?
No, that involved work, Dean.
Is
I'm
that
on my phone.
1080p, Dean?
It is because
I can't do 1080p because that's like slumming it.
Yeah. Well, no, I could stream 4K.
And the question I ask is, why are those bubbles going upwards?
Specific gravity.
Goddamn.
Selective gravity.
Buoyancy.
I think the fire slunk away. Sorry, I had to.
I really wanted to call him a fuckstick before he left.
Right. I know you know your Bible, but I just wanted to raise home because he was actually quoting passages that I know quite well, and he's taken
that's fine.
so far fucking out of context. It's untrue, and that's why every time someone brings up that 4 pillars thing, I asked them what are the 4 pillars of Christianity because nobody fucking knows. And
no, it's going to be Drusser, are you going to be free later today? StingRay, I know you'll be on about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be working. Wait a minute. Just in my defense, Crash, it's because I'm working still at 3 a.m. in the morning.
He's a shill, remember?
Yeah.
He's a shill, remember? He's got to keep those checks coming in.
Oh yeah. I'm normally I'm normally up till about 11:30 my time. So that's about 5:30, 5 o'clock your time. If you're East Coast, and 3 o'clock, 3:30.
Unfortunately, I'm from the same state that idiot's from.
Of course, yeah, I know where you are. So you're East Coast, so you're minus 6.
No, Illinois is right in the center of the damn country.
Oh, Illinois. For some reason, I thought you were North Carolina. I don't know why. That's someone else.
Nah, that's someone else.
Illinois. So yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Illinois.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's -7, isn't it?
What part of Illinois?
-6.
The S is silent,
5,
asshole.
6, and 7, 8. Yes.
But yeah, it's I'm going to do one big long super stream tonight because I've got to move into the new house that my indoctrination paid for.
If I'm up, I'll come on. It's a shame tomorrow, Friday I'm off. Otherwise I'd join then because I'm going out because one of my mates left work, and so we're going to go out and get fucking trashed. And I always like coming online when I'm fucking trashed. It's always fun.
It always fun.
It takes all my subtlety and inhibitions away.
It does. Gets rid of that anxiety as well, doesn't it?
I don't have any anxiety.
Yeah, no,
I just have a huge amount of fucking anger. That's what I have.
Oh god.
Which I repress.
I got to work out some. I got to work out some international shipping shit for customers, so I got to do that this week too.
Well, I bought a martial arts dummy because I thought that's cool. Because I used to have a heavy bag, but I split it too many times, and it's more duct tape than a heavy bag. So I bought a martial arts dummy.
They're not cheap.
Well, it wasn't expensive. It was about 250 quid. So it wasn't a mega expensive one.
Shipped a vehicle internationally before?
I know a little bit about it. Depends which country you're going to. That's the most important thing. So I know in the UK I'd need to deregister it from the DVLA as part of the process, nominate the fact that it's for international export, and then do my trade papers, and then the other person would have to then do the registration process their side. Because here we have monitoring on whether a vehicle's taxed or insured.
Right. I got a request about selling one of my bikes to somebody in and he's on my channel all the time in Johannesburg, South Africa. So I'm trying to figure out who we would have to jump through to do that.
What I would do is say that I'm happy to sell a bike. You sort the fucking shipping out.
Am I right in saying that we're all in consensus here? That
I am a fucking genius, am I not, Crash? Because there are internet, and all you can do is just look up some international couriers and give them a few details and say, look, you need to arrange that. I'm happy to sell you the bike. We can do all the cash transaction. Happy to do videos if you want to see it working extra, and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then,
well, it's going to be built for him. So he's going to buy one of my Sportsters off of me. We're going to build the bike the way he wants it, and then pack it and ship it. So it's not like I need to know how to ship it like tomorrow.
No, I mean, I'd say,
Like,
I mean, there are container transports that you can use, so shipping would be the best way. Fortunately, you're in Illinois, which is pretty convenient because there's lots of ports around you.
There's nothing around me.
Well,
I'm fucking landlocked. I've got to take this bitch to like Baltimore or some shit.
Oh yeah. Then you have the Great Lakes. I thought you could get out the Great Lakes to the ocean. I honestly don't know.
I don't know if I can or not. But
I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I'd just find a freight forwarding company and use them.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we could guarantee his paperwork and shit like that because I've never done that shit before.
He would have to do all the local registration himself in country. That's definite. And you may need to deregister the bike in the US or speak to the DMC.
Gotcha.
And just check to see what the rules are saying. This is what I'm going to do. What advice do you give me? Because the other thing you want to find out if there's any tax burden on the purchase. And that's why letting him do the shipping is better than you doing the shipping.
Gotcha. I think we're just trying to work out details so I can get a better quote on a rough cost for him.
But alternatively, you can always talk to Mateus, who I believe is an expert in roofing, and he may have more info on that. I'm a nasty fucking bastard at times, I tell you.
I've shipped shit overseas but I haven't registered it overseas. Like I've shipped bikes for personal use across the pond, but I've never shipped something that I've then had to turn around and register across the pond.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. So you just want to check on the Department of Motor Vehicles (DMV) and find out if there's any requirement to deregister in the US. In the UK, there would be because you don't want to be the listed owner.
Right.
Because they might, for instance, someone wanted to see you, they might look that up and say, aha, you own this vehicle as an asset, we can count that as part of the value.
Right, no, I get what you're saying.
That you legally own.
I've just never done it before, so...
No, I haven't.
Yeah, no, I was just asking. I've got all these lovely international friends now, so I'm sure we can figure it out.
I've shipped stuff abroad, and I've been involved in shipping stuff to various locations. But generally it's been IT kit. And I know, again, that there are tax concerns that you want to look at for paying, import duty and stuff like that.
Right. I know me and the old lady are talking about shipping one of my spare bikes over to the Isle of Man next year.
Honestly, Crash, I'm with Druss on this. I looked at... I wanted to look at buying a boat. I was doing some work down on the south coast of the United Kingdom in Brighton. I had an office there, but I didn't have an apartment or anything. And I thought it'd be a good idea, rather than to buy an apartment, I'll buy a fucking 45-foot boat instead. But the best place to buy like a cruiser boat with cabins and stuff was the United States. Now, when I inquired about prices of these and then inquired about shipping, they did the brilliant thing. They said, we recommend these shipping partners. You can get a quote from them. And that's all they did.
Gotcha.
And it just takes so much hassle out of it because depending on the destination country, they've already done it 20 times over and they are specialists at doing that, including port transit and paperwork. So don't leave yourself open to it, mate. Trust me.
Gotcha.
Totally with Just on this.
I'm just writing up an estimate, and it's something I've never done before, so I didn't even think about that. So that, and I've got this big move coming up, so my mind's been a little scattered. Yeah, but it'd be fun.
And let's face it, if he's prepared to get a custom bike from the US, he wants to get a fucking custom bike from the US, so he's going to put some work in for it too.
Oh yeah, I know. We were talking about that. I just know what his budget is, so I got to work that into my end too.
Yeah, but I would get him to freight forwarders because there are lots of companies that ship internationally, and if you're shipping via container, then you just pay for the volume, and it's not that bad. It just takes 6 to 8 weeks to get to them.
Right. No. I was just curious, but yeah, that Matthias dude, I'm sad to say, is from the same fucking state I am.
I'm sorry, but that is probably one of the thickest people I've ever heard. And that's fucking
however, have you been to his YouTube channel yet?
No. Dan.
It is fucking priceless, some of his experiments. So when I do my live stream tonight, we definitely have live stream content.
Are we going to go over him also? That'll be awesome.
Oh yeah. It will be comedy fucking gold. Also, did anybody else notice that JM Truth pulled his trailer down immediately after Sean Hawkins called him out?
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but I've been watching since about 5:30.
Oh, the other night on my live stream, JM Truth posted a trailer to his Flat Earth documentary, and we were all trying to figure out what was wrong with his pilot's uniform. And Sean Hawkins caught it the next morning that his nameplate rank did not match the rank on his shoulders at all.
Oh God!
So Sean Hawkins made a video calling him out on Stolen Valor, and it was not even 5 minutes later. JM Truth pulled that video from YouTube, his documentary's website, and all of his Facebook sites.
Looks like we need to go to Google Cache. You
Right?
do know there's a Google Cache for YouTube, don't you?
Oh yeah. We have the original copies. GPS had it and shared it last night on my Hangout.
Yeah, because I really hate.